After watching this video, you'll understand how caffeine impacts your female clients' hormones and how to have a hormone-informed conversation with them around caffeine. In the first half of this video, I'll share 3 biological impacts that caffeine has on female physiology, and at the end, I'll share ways to create a curiosity-based conversation with your clients about caffeine use and share a resource that you can use to help your clients track their hormones. So if you're excited to learn how to support your clients' hormones, press that like button. It really helps me out in the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to this channel yet, hit that red subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a new video on menstrual cycle health, fitness, and nutrition for personal trainers. And if you don't know me yet, hi, my name is Omega. I am an exercise scientist and menstrual cycle educator. And this is one of my clients who hilariously confessed her menstrual cycle sins to me, one of those being drinking caffeine. So let's go in and discuss how caffeine impacts female physiology. This amazing study by Schleep et al. Showed us that our genetics actually play a huge role in caffeine metabolization. The authors wrote both caffeine and estrogen are metabolized by the hepatic enzyme CYP1A2. Polymorphisms of this have been linked to variability in caffeine clearance, serum estrogen concentrations, and have been shown to modify relations between caffeine intake and adverse health outcomes. This well-cited explanation tells us that the change in the enzyme is different in different bodies, and that can actually change how we use caffeine. It also mentioned that this enzyme changes estrogen concentration too, which is really important to note when we're talking about mitigating high estrogen symptoms like cramps, anxiety, mood changes, diarrhea, and headaches. So a good talking point with your client here would be that caffeine and estrogen are used by the same enzyme. The enzyme is necessary for helping you get rid of estrogen, which is very important, and consuming caffeine actually impairs that in that process. Number 2, caffeine causes an increase in cortisol, which impacts hormone balance because cortisol is just another hormone. Whether you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger or drinking a delicious triple shot latte, your body just doesn't know the difference. It only sees cortisol. The stress hormone tells the rest of your hormones it's not time to make a baby and go through the natural hormone cycle. It's time to frickin' run. And it impairs in ovulation. The third point I'll share with you is blood sugar control. Since caffeine increases cortisol, that has an inverse relationship to blood sugar. More caffeine, less blood sugar to stability. Less blood sugar stability, overall hormone imbalance. That's why we get that 2 o'clock slump every time we drink coffee with nothing else on our stomachs. Our blood sugar plummets, we get tired, we get hangry, we have the inability to make wide food choices. And this imbalance becomes so bad in some instances that caffeine can actually cause ovulation to stop. Someone had to say it. And a good question to ask your clients would be something like, do you notice that you drink coffee before you eat food, and how does that affect your mood? So before I dive into the 3 ways that you can help your clients release caffeine dependency by asking questions, leave me a comment below if caffeine and getting caffeine out is challenging for you. When helping your client decide how much caffeine is right for them, I want you to start off doing something that I have my clients do, and actually I did myself when I got off caffeine, and I talked about that in this video. So the question, point 1, encourage her to ask this powerful question. Why do I want coffee right now? Is there something else my body needs? Encourage your client to eat something before coffee. Stabilize your blood sugar with fiber, fat, and protein first before coffee. And this is for you as a personal trainer. Point 3, help your client assess for hormonal balance that tells you that estrogen is too high. And I'll tell you how to do that at the end of this video. The high estrogen symptoms are anxiety, mood changes, they can be minor mood changes or extreme mood changes, cramps, clotted purple blood, headaches, and diarrhea. If you or your clients get any of those PMS symptoms and you drink caffeine, you're likely not detoxifying estrogen, which I talked about in point number 1 of this video. Now for that hormone assessment tool I mentioned earlier. This free cyclical assessment guide will help you track your client's cycle and cycle symptoms that I mentioned earlier, like the anxiety, mood changes, cramps, etc. Now, not everyone will be keen on talking to you about their cycle, so you can choose to have them just fill this out on their own, or you can fill this out with them actually asking the questions. You can download that free cyclical assessment document using the link in the description below. And if you got something out of this video, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, then watch this video next on holistic nutrition for the menstrual cycle. I will see you there. Bye.